every single thing around you, the chair you're sitting on, the right here this morning, the air you're breathing right now, even the water in your body, is made up of one thing, and in science, we call that matter. That's why in chemistry, we always start with simple but powerful concepts. Today on Chem for All, we are going to be unpacking everything you need to know about matter. What it is, its forms, its types, its property, and why it is the foundation of all chemistry. Hi everyone, welcome back to Chem for All. My name is Venus Okleno, and today we'll be diving deep into one of the most important topics in chemistry, matter. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our classes. Now, let's get started. So, what is matter? In science, we say matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. That's it. Very, very simple. Mass means it has weight. Its occupying space means it takes up room. Even if you can't see it, that's why a stone, water, or even your invisible oxygen, the air that we all breathe, they are all matter. Now, this idea wasn't always so clear. Ancient Greek philosophers like Democritus believed that everything was made up of tiny invisible particles he called atoms. Much later, scientists like John Dalton developed the modern atomic theory, confirming that matter is indeed built from atoms. Over time, discoveries in physics and chemistry showed us how atoms combine into molecules and build up all the matter we see today. Matter isn't just about existing, it also has properties. These are characteristics we use to describe or identify it. We have the physical properties, things like your color, the density, the melting point, the boiling point, the solubility, the hardness. Mostly about things that happens physically. The color, you can see the color. The melting point, you can see that. The hardness, the taste, the shape. Those are physical properties. And these properties don't change the identity of the substance. Then we have chemical properties. These chemical properties describe how a substance reacts, like how a wood gets burnt or how an iron rusts. This tells us how matter changes into new substances. Now, let's talk about forms of matter. The three common are solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, as we all know, are particles that are tightly packed, fixed, shaped, and volume. Your example is your table, your chair, your freezer, your power bank, your ice water, or your block water, or I don't know how you call it. Then we have liquid. Liquid, these are particles that are closed but can move. They have a fixed volume but they don't have a fixed shape. That's when you have your vegetable oil, your palm oil, water, your ordinary water. Then we have gas. Gas are particles that are far apart. They have no fixed shape or volume. Example, you have your steam, the steam of your water. You have oxygen, you have carbon dioxide. Now, we have mentioned the three common forms of matter, but surprise, surprise, we have more interesting ones. We have the plasma. Yes, a plasma. This is a super hot state where particles are being charged. You find them in the sun, you find them in lightning, and even some of your TV screens. So now, let's move on to how chemists classify matter more specifically. We can broadly classify matter into two categories. We have the pure substance. Now, the pure substance have a fixed composition and distinct properties. They are made up of only one type of particle, and they are also divided into elements and compounds. As we all know, elements cannot be broken into simple substances. Just like we have on your periodic table, you have gold, you have oxygen, you have hydrogen, you have helium, lithium, and so on. Then you have compounds. Compounds are formed when two or more elements are chemically combined together in a fixed proportion. You have your water, which is H2O, you have your table salt, which is NaCl, you have your carbon dioxide. Pure water is always H2O. If you have salt water, it is no longer a pure substance, then it is a mixture. Mixtures are made up of two or more substances that are physically combined together. I want you to get something that is somehow confusing to we students. Compounds, they are chemically combined together. Mixtures, they are physically combined together. So don't get those two mixed up. So another thing about mixture is they do not have a fixed proportion, and they can be separated by physical methods, which is going to be our separation techniques, which is going to be officially our next topic. So we have examples such as filtration, evaporation, fractional distillation, and so on. Then we have type of mixtures. You have the homogeneous mixtures, the ones that are uniform composition throughout. You have your hair, you have your salt dissolved in water, you have your lemonade. Then you have heterogeneous mixtures. These are mixtures that are uniform and you can see the different parts. That is when you're going to be talking about beans with stone. That's when you're going to be talking about oil and water. That's when you're going to be talking about sand and water. Get this. Homogeneous mixture is like a fruit juice. Everything blends together. They dissolve and blend in together. While heterogeneous mixtures, they are like fruit salad. You can pick up the apple, you can pick up the banana, you can pick up the pineapple. So just get that. Now, understanding matter and its characteristics is not just for exam, it is part of your daily life. When you cook, you're cooking with mixtures and pure substances. When industry produce steel, sugar, or cement, they classify and separate those matters. Even the air you breathe is a mixture of gas, mostly nitrogen and oxygen. So chemistry is not far away, it's literally in everything around you. Now to summarize today's lesson, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. It exists in different states. You have your solid, your liquid, your gas, and we also talked about plasma. Yeah, matter can be classified into pure substances, which could be your element or compound, and mixtures, which could be homogeneous or heterogeneous. So, a quick challenge for you. Look around your room right now, pick one item and classify it. Is it a pure substance? Is it a mixture? Drop your answer in the comments below. Thank you for watching this episode of Chem for All. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next lesson where we'll explore the fascinating world of separation techniques.